Hello everybody out there. Here we are, we're back at Christmas Garage, and I'm going to do something today that I don't know. You might get something out of it and you might not, but I was a machinist for several years, and a diesel mechanic for several years, and small engine mechanic for several years, and all through that time you just kind of pick up little things that kind of helpful through life. And I've always liked working with metal. I was a certified welder, and but I never got into forging, doing blacksmith work. I played with just a wee little bit when I was in school, and but recently I bought a little forge. I want to show it to you. This here's a little forge called Castmaster. It's a little single burner forge, and I did right much research and did some digging around, and I found out that by the time I messed around and tried to build one and bought all this here KOA wool and the fire bricks and built the burner, and it didn't half work, I'd have pretty as much money tied up into it as I would if I just went and bought this little thing. It was right around $200, but it's a good little thing. Me and the grandson, we're going to have some fun with it. But there was one thing that bothered me about it. Don't get me wrong now. This is a fine product that's made in the US of A. They ain't giving me a nickel. They don't even know I'm doing this unless somebody tells them. But one thing that bothered me was it rocked. See that? And I just didn't like that. And it ain't their fault. Don't get me wrong, it ain't their fault. Anybody that does anything like this work knows it's pretty near impossible to weld something up like this and get 4 spots that will be the same. But there's a way you can get around that. 3 spots will never rock. 4 spots, it'll always have a rock to it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put 2 legs back here and 1 up here. And we're going to turn this thing upside down someplace like this. And what I've got to do is lay this out a little bit right here so we get an idea of what we're actually doing. I'll get me a marking pen over here. Boy, you can't do nothing without a Sharpie anymore. I don't know what the old hillbillies did. But according to this right here, that's just about 8 inches across there. So if I put a dot right about 4 inches, and we'll go to the center. That thing's 1 inch wide, so we put a dot in the center. Well, that's pretty good right there, I think. We got a good 4 inches there, and we might come down this way just a little bit. And what I'm going to do with that, I got one of these things you mash it and it goes click them, and puts a point where we're going to drill a hole. Well, I did have one. I don't know. Maybe it ain't going to work. There we go. So that's where we're going to drill a hole. And now we got to come back here. And if we had a 4 or 8 inches, if we come in, let's come in 1 inch. We're going to come in 1 inch on each end, like that. And come in 1/2 inch. About right there and about right there. Now we take that clickum thing and put a couple dents right there. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I found some stainless steel acorn heads, and what I actually did before time was cut 3 little threaded rods off and made little bolts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill and tap that and put these in there like that. and I'll have 3 points. Can't do nothing without a cordless drill anymore. And I'm going to drill them out. I'll probably slip and drill my hand off. Okay, we're going to lesson number 2. I'm going out here near a shop and sharpen a drill bit. I'll be right back. Alright, we're going to see if I helped it or screwed it up totally. My eyes ain't what they used to be. I used to be able to sharpen a drill bit in a heartbeat. But we'll see. We'll find out here in a minute. I believe I actually helped it. Alright, now we got to do the 2 over here. Alright, now we do one down here. When the drill pulls them out, it's fairly sharp. I'm happy with that one. Now, what did I say we have to have? 5/16, we're going to tap that out to 3/8. We'll be lucky if the 5/16 bit's sharp. You know what, that one there don't look half bad. We'll just give her a whirl without him. Alright, here we go. That's what happens when you get a sharp drill bit. You want to grab on the back side. There we go. Now let's see if we can do this one down here. Boy, we're making a mess of the table. I know that, but I'll sacrifice that for y'all. Alright, we got the holes drilled. Alright, I'm back. I found them sockets. I'll tell you where I got them from. I think I actually got them from the rip-off man. I mean, snap-on man. But what they are, they're special sockets. And they're made to hold taps. And see, that one there's kind of loose. So we'll go to the next one down. And you put them in. And they actually have an O-ring in there that holds on to them. See that right there? And that's a good tight, and it hangs in there good. Put a little oil on a tap, and she should go right down in there pretty easy. Biggest thing getting started straight. Yep, there we go. We got her. I'll tell you a little trick I've learned. Probably a lot of them out there already know it. If you're tapping a blind hole, especially if you don't want the chips to go down in it, fill the flutes of your tap with grease. They'll hold on to all the chips, and when you back your tap out, all the chips will come out with it. See, I'm all the way through with that. She's moving like she's moving. So we'll back that out. And yeah, that's a nice hole. Real good. Got chips all over. Now let's see if we can do this in here. Now here's the way my idea is supposed to work out. If I take these and screw them in there like that, And we'll take a wrench here and put a little bit of pressure on them and snug them down. Well, I guess you put a whole bunch of pressure on. There. I don't think she'll rock it. Hey, that don't look too bad, does it? Looks better than just some old knobby bolts down there. And I didn't want to put no them things you put in the kitchen chair because they'd never hold up out here on a concrete floor. But look at that. No rock. No rock. Hey, hope you appreciated this and enjoyed it as much as I enjoy doing stuff like this. I mean, I put a lot of time into stuff that don't make sense anymore, but I've always enjoyed tinkering stuff like that when I was a kid, and I'll do it till probably they put me in the grave. But appreciate it. Have fun. God bless you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.